hobby, a good day, and welcome back. Alright, so we're talking skincare, and I'm just recapping what we've talked about already with regards to cleansers. Now remember, I talked about balm cleansers, which are very thick to apply onto your skin, bar cleansers, oil cleansers, foaming cleansers, cream cleansers, exfoliating cleansers, and having a double cleanse go on to your skin. Now, a double cleanse, I would think, would be an evening time for those people who are going out and putting on sunscreen onto their skin and are wanting to get all the residue from the sunscreen that you're applying off. Also, for those people who are using makeup of any kind, foundation, blush, etc., a double cleanse would be appropriate. So I would say something like that would be something that, if you're going to do a double cleanser, to take off anything that's oil based. So a sunscreen will be oil based, and I guess most of your makeups are going to be oil based. So you're going to be using something that's oil based general. So of course an oil base or a balm that'll have a lot of emollients in it to break down whatever oils you had placed on your skin. And then try something like a foam cleanser, or depending on whether or not you're dry skin or oily skin or sensitive skin or combination skin. So if you're doing anything like that, so for those people who have oily skin, you're going to be looking for items that are gel, foaming, or a cleanser that has salicylic acid in it, to try to get as much oil off. But again, oil depending on what you're using during the day. Makeup, sunscreen, etc. Now, the second cleanse should be something gentle, so I would suggest maybe a cream cleanser, something that's going to be very gentle to the skin. And again, I would say a double cleanser would be something for evening after you've been out during the day, sunscreen and makeup. In the mornings, I would say a double cleanser is not something that's going to be needed, because you're going to be going to bed, and perhaps the only thing that you're going to be applying onto your skin is going to be probably a moisturizer and probably some actives. So you may be applying a retinol or a retinol to your skin. If you've gone to your dermatologist, you may be applying tretinoin on your skin, which is going to be a higher and medical grade for retinol. You may be applying vitamin C's, you may be applying an AHA, which is an alpha hydroxy acid, a BHA, or a PHA. These are all different types of acids that you're going to be applying depending on what you're trying to treat, whether it's going to be dark marks, wrinkles, crepey skin, etc. You're going to be applying those at night. What I would probably suggest is, once you've done your cleanse during the day, I would recommend that you do a toner, an ampule, or an emulsion. In my book, I think they're all basically the same thing. They're just called different things. A toner, an ampule, or an emulsion. Emulsions may be a little bit thicker than an ampule and a toner, and perhaps a little bit creamier. But these are going to be items that are going to be soothing to the skin after you've put on some sort of active or acid onto your skin. It's going to be something that's going to be nourishing to your skin and soothing to the skin. And I'm going to be talking about those next in the next video. And then after that, we're going to be talking about serums, which are going to be the workhorses of skincare. These are going to be things like hyaluronic acid to help with moisturizing your skin, a retinol or a retinol that's going to be there to, or tretinoin if you've gone to a dermatologist. That's going to be what is going to be working on deeper wrinkles, and also is going to be working on dark marks as well and fine lines. Vitamin C, which is going to be for blemishes and dark marks, and I would say for light wrinkles on the skin and crepey skin. Niacinamide is also going to be working for the wrinkles and for dark marks and blemishes, mostly for dark marks and blemishes. So these are the four, I would call them the four horsemen that basically work really hard on your skin, even though the four horsemen is a really bad analogy because the four horsemen didn't bring anything good. But anyway, it's going to be the four workhorses that would help you with skin. Hyaluronic acid, retinol / tretinoin, vitamin C, and niacinamide. There's a whole bunch of other workhorses that people will use for the skin, but that's going to be, again, the next video that I'm going to be talking about after toners, ampules, and emulsions. Again, those three, toners, ampules, and emulsions are going to be what is protecting your skin. It's going to be what's nourishing your skin. And some of those you probably already know. So some people have used honey on their skin, and you can do a honey mask. Some people have done oatmeal, some people have done rice, and these are very liquidy to put on the skin. Some people have used cica, which is also known as Centinella asiatica, and aloe is another thing that people have used. Turmeric is another thing that people have used, and it's to soothe the skin after doing any actives, to calm the skin, to be able to allow the skin to receive the next thing, whether it's going to be a moisturizer or a sunscreen or both afterwards. So be aware, and I'll say this once and I'll say it 100 times, be kind to your skin. I learned on this journey that I've had for 2 years that I was doing a morning routine. I delved right in. I did a morning routine, I did a late afternoon routine, and I did an evening routine. I was overdoing it on my skin, and I was starting to break out really badly. And that's why I'm a big advocate for toners, ampules, and emulsions. Because you need to be gentle to your skin. You can't force whatever you've done for years to change overnight. It doesn't. So be kind to your skin. Again, next video is going to be toners, ampules, and emulsions. I'll be talking about some products that you can find at Target. You can find it at Marshall's, TJ Maxx. I'll be putting up a couple of videos also from my last trip to Ulta to show that Ulta has started to fully embrace Korean products, and you're going to be finding them in the store a lot. So look for the upcoming videos. I'm going to be posting on here as well. As always, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, comment if you would. The only reason I came back to talking about skin is because I've had 4 or 5 friends come back to me and have told me or asked me X or Y, and I'm like, okay, I'll be mentioning these items then because of what I've experienced. And I'm a person of a certain age. Some of you may be looking at my videos and saying, but he looks so, well, this is almost a 65-year-old man. Almost, about 3 months away from being 65. And I'm going to say, I think I look a lot younger. Not that I look better. I look a lot, I'm sorry, not that I look younger, but I think I look a lot better than I did probably 10 years ago, where it was soap and water and that's all I did to my face. Sunscreen didn't really exist. Moisturizers didn't exist. Emulsions didn't exist. Acids on my face. PRDN. I'll get to that one in a moment in another video, and that's what people have been talking about lately, which is salmon DNA, or some people are just calling it salmon sperm, for your face. It's something that Koreans have been doing for a bit. But anyway, so this is my journey, and I'm sharing my journey with you guys. And if it helps anybody, I think it would be awesome. I've delved into this, and I have to thank Karina from Karina Foliani's YouTube channel, who's somebody that I know and somebody who recommended one product or another. And I delved in completely, head first, feet first, the whole thing. And my skin looks a lot better, it feels a lot better. And I'm hoping that you will benefit from what my journey's been. Again, have a good day. I'm going to be posting up a couple of screens with cleansers again, and then I'm going to be putting in for next video on this one what toners are, ampules, and emulsions. So again, as always, have a good day. Glad you're here. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and we'll see each other soon. Take care. Bye. So I created this chart from other charts that I've reviewed over the last few weeks, and hoping that this helps a lot of you out there with regards to the type of skin that you have and the type of cleansers that would be recommended for your type of skin. So just quickly to go over it, for all those who are out there, any type of skin, an oil or a balm cleanser is going to be very gentle and very good for you. Now, for those people with oily skin, I would probably jump down to a foam cleanser and probably do a second clean or cleansing after that. But for those people with dry skin, look at those, look at cream cleansers and milky cleansers for yourself. And AHAs, BHAs, and PHAs, alpha, beta, and polyhydronic acids would be good for the listings there. And my next video is going to be on toners. It's going to be like the second step after you do a cleanse. And so I've put a listing of the different types of toners that are out there. And I would say the most important thing is to always hydrate and hydrate and hydrate and moisturize if you can. Just because we're out and about and there's a lot of pollutants in the air, there's a lot of dryness in the air, there's a lot of heat out there, especially this time of the year. And also for those of you who live in warmer climates, you're going to be in air conditioning, so that's going to be very drying to the skin as well. So just remember, that's going to be our next video. It's going to be on toners, and it would be the second step after you've cleansed your skin. And basically, it's just being gentle and kind to your skin. With that all being said, thank you all for being here again. This is Javi, a good day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and definitely comment. I got lazy for a little while, and it was only after getting 4 or 5 comments from people that I said, all right, people are listening. People do want to hear what I've gone through, and maybe this will help them. So definitely my motto is don't go broke protecting your skin, and buy wisely. So again, this is Javi, a good day. Thank you for being here. And please share the video with friends and family.